a service of CNC Worldwide.
CNC podcasts are a service of CNC News. They are brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 member companies with business solutions since 1984. A man was taken to Strong Memorial Hospital early Friday morning after a car slammed into a utility pole in Webster. Webster police say the crash was on Ridge Road near Jackson and Ebner at about 2:30 a.m. The car was demolished, the driver ejected from the vehicle. He was found nearby and taken to the hospital. His condition has not been released. Police had to close Ridge Road into the morning rush hour. The Monroe County Medical Examiner confirmed late Thursday night that a body found behind a house at 32 Rowley Street is that of Matthew Stratton, a Rochester man reported missing on November 1st. Rochester police announced that as a result of their investigation, they have charged the owner of the house, Dr. William Lewick, with criminal possession of a controlled substance and tampering with physical evidence. The psychiatrist who lives and practices in that house has not been charged with causing Stratton's death. Court papers filed Friday morning say Dr. Lewick had 17 bags of crack cocaine hidden in the toe of a sneaker in his bedroom. He allegedly moved Stratton's body from an upstairs bedroom of his house and hid it under a pile of dirt, yard debris, and a patio chair in the backyard. Lewick was arraigned Friday morning. Bail was set at $500,000. Police continue their investigation at the Rowley Street property. They spent a second night, according to one eyewitness, literally turning over every stone in the backyard. They have been there since late Wednesday. A state police canine unit was brought in Friday morning. Family members told reporters Thursday the body was their missing loved one. Jeremy Stratton says he is thankful for the people who helped search for his brother and gave support in other ways, although the outcome is not what the family had hoped. The head of Rochester Mayor Lovely Warren's security detail has admitted he was stopped more than once for speeding last week while driving the mayor to Albany and back for the governor's State of the State address. Reggie Hill has sent a letter of apology to Deputy Mayor Leonard Reedon, directed to the people of Rochester, to City Hall, and to the New York State Police. Hill, who is the mayor's uncle, says as a former trooper and driver of 3 New York governors, he was accustomed to certain practices that just don't apply to a city employee driving a mayor. Hill says he is now clear about that. Hill says he was pulled over on the way to Albany for speeding better than 90 miles an hour and again on the way back, again better than 90 miles an hour. The second time he received a reprimand from the trooper. Neither trooper wrote a ticket. Hill says he answered truthfully when asked by reporters if he had been pulled over, but he did not volunteer it had happened twice. The city has suspended Hill for a week, and he'll pay a $50 fine for turning right on red without making a full stop. Rochester School District principals and administrators are holding a no-confidence vote in Superintendent Bolgan Vargas. The Association of Supervisors and Administrators has sent ballots to its 400 or so members and expects to announce the results by January 24th. ASAR President Debbie Ryder says they took this action after Superintendent Vargas commented that the district is broken. The Binghamton area man who drove the wrong way on I-490 last month and took the life of a Rochester music professor has been indicted on charges of vehicular manslaughter. A Monroe County grand jury indicted Thomas Rome on DWI, reckless driving, and wrong way driving. Deputies say Rome was drunk when he went on the interstate the wrong way December 7th. His car crashed head-on into Tatiana Chekina's SUV and killed the Eastman School of Music professor. Her husband was injured. A 7-year-old Rochester boy was struck by a hit-and-run driver Thursday night in the 800 block of Dewey Avenue. The child suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was taken to Strong Memorial Hospital. The driver who fled the scene was in a newer model gray or silver 4-door sedan. Police are looking for that car. And 2 men were shot and wounded on Durnan Street between North and Carter Streets Thursday morning. The broad daylight shooting sent both men to Strong Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A Rochester man will spend a year in federal prison and pay more than $1.64 million back to the government for his part in a nationwide tax refund fraud. Federal prosecutors say Juan Marie Del Val was involved in a scheme to file fake tax returns with the IRS in order to collect refunds. Returns were filed using the names of people who mostly lived in Puerto Rico and had had their identities and Social Security numbers stolen. Made-up W-2s and other documents were filed. The refund checks were then sent to various addresses in Rochester and around the country. Delval's job was to collect the checks when they came in the Rochester area, take out his cut, and send the rest of the money on to the people in New York City who ran the scheme. Next CNC podcast is whenever you click on one of our pages and hear it. Updates are posted on all these pages as necessary, and I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.